so this shit not.
Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Tay. Welcome back to another episode of Facts. How are y'all doing, ladies?
Oh, what's
Hey,
up?
doing all right, doing all right, doing all right. Oh, we doing a toast? Okay, bet. Let's get it. Mm-hmm.
Yes, 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 yes. How are you
Oh,
doing, Mo?
Oh, what's up? I need that. That was really like, that wasn't fake, y'all. That was for real. I had a long day.
it be like
Let's
that.
take it
Well,
to
hey,
a
you
sip,
know what?
y'all.
Let's take another one.
Right.
All right, let's go.
Cheers to a long day. All right, so what y'all got
All
for us
right.
this week? What's on the agenda?
Let's see. Um, we survived another week of 2023,
Yes, we did.
and um, it was getting a little shaky. It was getting a little shaky. It got real cold. Got real cold. I don't know if y'all all got electric blankets, but Lord, please, everybody invest in electric blankets. The
Man,
way that
what?
my blanket held me, it held me like it was in love. You know what I'm saying? Like the way it held, I was so secure. I slept for 5 hours straight with no problem. It was amazing. It was amazing. And my kids was
Where
gone.
did you get this blanket that you speak of from?
I got it from the good Amazon. I'll go and check so I can find the name of it. But the way that blanket was like, I love you. And I was like, me too. I love it here. It was beautiful. It was a great experience. Great
Oh,
experience.
it's amazing because I got two of them, and I definitely had mine on Saturday because I don't know what was up with the wind on Saturday. It was very disrespectful.
Yeah, you couldn't tell me I had my goddamn windows open because that's definitely what it felt like. I'm like how
Yeah,
Okay,
you
like
do it?
every little crack in my house, like I could feel that
you can
cold
feel the
air
draft.
seeping
Yeah.
Yeah,
through. Yeah, it's terrible.
like I don't know what we're gonna do, but it's gonna get better because summer and spring is gonna come back one day
And I'm gonna be
soon.
twerking on them headlights yet again.
Hey.
I was done for that.
Well, they was just talking about the weather on the news. They was saying I guess it's gonna get colder later on, but we
Wait,
probably should not really expect any snow this month. But I mean, I also was half listening, so don't really quote me. But I believe I'm almost certain that's what the lady said on channel 5. I believe it was I was watching.
So we won't have
Um,
snow till next month, basically, is what you're saying?
that's what I'm getting out of it, unless something miraculously changes. We do have some rain coming in, but whatever. These people ain't here for us to be weathermen.
first of
Let's
all, the
Yeah, we're
first is
definitely
we're not
not
here
the
messing
weather
up.
people. Do not listen to us. We wear booty shorts and 40-degree weather. Like,
You better believe it.
do not listen to us.
It's nothing. It's
It's
nothing.
nothing. Only champions wear that. Okay.
And wait, we take a drink for that one. Okay, there's always a reason because for the champions. Anyway,
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
all right, Mo, what you got for us with these
All
politics,
right.
brother?
So
What's
let's
going on
get
in
into
here?
my boy, of course, my Uncle Biden. Okay. So, did y'all hear about how they went up in his house like he was rapeful or something? Like, they just said they found
Um,
all these documents in my man house, classified, classified, classified. The
classified.
last time I heard classified was a couple decades ago. Folks was in trouble because Donald Trump stuff wasn't classified. He
It
put his
wasn't.
on Twitter. So, what do y'all have to say about Biden and all of the classified documents that were
You
found
know what?
in his
I
house?
I really, really want to go back and check and see whether or not he made any statements about Trump hiding documents. Like if he did he say anything about that? Because it wasn't too long ago. That was
Um,
like,
He
did
didn't
he?
say it, but in the media, it has been reported like Trump's classified versus Biden's classified. And I'm like,
Yeah,
It was the
well,
Mayweather fight all over again. Okay.
I
but
mean,
from what
classified is classified. Why do you have the shit at your house? Like, I'm missing it. Unless you working from home and it's something that we don't know, then
but you know
I'm
what?
just saying.
From what I read, I think I saw that it said that this is stuff going back to when he was working under Obama. I'm like, dog, why?
Yeah.
Why would you do? And why you need this at your house? And I'm like, you know what? This probably got something to do with one of his sons. That's what I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Because I think, was it Hunter Biden? I think I know somebody died, and then somebody else was shaky. I think somebody else had a drug addiction. One of the two. You know what I'm saying? That's what I heard. But I don't know. All I know is that Biden gonna have several seats because you was talking about Trump and everything, and it's like not us finding out now that you ain't really too different from him because you had access to us. And then think about how long it's been since Obama has been president. Dog, my daughter, like really think about my daughter never knew that it was the first time that black man had been president because I didn't even think about that for her when she was born. It was a black president. Then she's like, oh, well, they'll get another black person. I'm like, girl, oh, you. I'm like, oh, dang, you really don't know. But that further made me think, damn, you gonna mess this up and put it under him?
400 years. Okay.
Oh,
Like
oh,
400 years.
oh, honey,
Don't get me started.
yeah, girl, trash, 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 trash. This is not looking good for him.
Don't get me
No,
started.
it's not. But then also my thing is, why is Obama still being relevant and stuff that has
Because
nothing
he's
to
the
do with
first
him?
black president. Say
My
he's
man is
still
living
relevant.
his life.
He is right because you see Michelle got got knotless braids now.
Okay, honey.
Stella
He's
got her
not
groove back, honey.
Listen,
okay. They don't have the stress of the White House, so they living.
exactly. His hair changed a little bit. It ain't as gray. It's still a little gray. Still a
Aren't
little
they
gray.
still in DC?
I don't know.
I'm I'm not 100% sure,
They
but I
were
mean, because
living
of
here
course,
for a while.
yeah, they
They
were. I
are.
think they wanted to stay here until the girls finished
Oh,
school.
they're gone now, huh?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah,
Okay,
most
cool,
likely.
cool, cool. No wonder
I
the
mean, I
rent
would
went
have
up.
left too.
Okay.
You said no wonder the rent went up.
No wonder the rent went up for DC residents. Okay.
You're
Hey,
absolutely
go
right.
ahead. No, I
Shout
was
You
just
out
asking you
Obama,
because
man. But
we was
let's take
just
a
talking
drink for
about the rent.
Obama, man.
got to drink for Obama. That was for Obama and Michelle knotless braids because you know she been wanting them. We know she been wanting them for a long time. I get it.
It looks good on her though.
It does. I'm like that. I'm like that's Shelly. That's Shelly for real. We know that's Shelly.
All right, y'all. So to get into a funner topic for all my EBT mommies out there. Woo woo. Okay, so I haven't got my stamps. I've been waiting for the last 3 months. Don't know where they're at. But did you guys hear about the emergency stamps getting cut off soon?
I did. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's about to be rough out here between them getting cut off, eggs being $20 per thing. I'm sorry, no. I went to BJ's earlier, not today, on the other day, and eggs, the five, what is it? The 5 dozen of eggs at BJ's is now 22.98. 22.98. What the
A
fuck is we
regular carton at Giant is almost reaching $5, if not more. To be
I
Yeah,
saw
when I
completely
buy the little 36 pack, it'd be I said 36 pack. When it be whatever,
you got
two
36
18
pack,
packs.
36 count. Got you.
Either way, they be taxing.
They did.
Like it's like $11 at Walmart. And I mean, I feel like with this whole them cutting off the emergency allotment, it's gonna affect a lot of families. I mean, you
Yeah.
gotta think about it. Some families got, I mean, four or more people in it, or there's other people are trying to help other people, like this ain't it. And then food is too high for y'all to be trying to cut something.
Exactly. And then they're telling people in January, like, hey, look, I know you just got your money. Don't even spend all that for real because you know what? In February, that's the end. I think it stops March 1st. No, let's say, I feel like it's February 28th at 11:59 p.m. It's a wrap. And I'm
so
like,
you
oh,
know where I feel like this came from? They don't want us to have any more national seafood boils. They're tired of us using them stamps down there buying them crab legs and them shrimps. They tired of you buying 5 bushels. They tired. They are really they are tired of the
Shut up.
stamp abuse. They did not give
Shut up.
y'all these stamps to buy out the sea, and now the whales are flying. Okay, we're not even gonna talk. We're not even gonna go there. Okay, because you're mad at me. Y'all done took all the crabs out the sea, and now the whales are on the shore. What's going on?
You know what you? I did see that well. I did see that
Did you
well.
see
I
the
think it's out
whale?
in Atlantic
It's a
City.
couple of them. Him and his
Yeah,
cousins.
they've been, they've been
They
washing
all
up
ran from the ocean.
dead
Something's not right
on the
in there.
shore.
Yeah, I
It's
mean
probably
that's just something not right. It's something out there is pushing them in. So I'm missing it. Something going on out there. I mean, the ocean
oh,
hasn't been fully explored.
Let's take a
okay.
So
sip for that whale. Let's take a sip for that whale because he ain't coming back no more.
This is for
not a
free
sip
Willie.
for the
It's a
world. This is
heaven
for
for G.
This for free. I have a sip for the well. Yo, that's funny. That's funny shit.
Girl, they said the whale was so big. They said when it came to the shore, they said none of the other sea life ate it, like tried to nibble at it, nothing. Like
Mhm.
it was like respected. It was a gangster.
I mean,
Okay.
That
I
was a
mean,
game.
it's a whale. Like it's a whole damn
No, they
whale.
once you in the sea and you go away, they your friends and family and everybody else comes and nibbles on you.
That's true. You're right, but who is like,
All
come on,
right.
let's
That
be
is so
realistic.
funny.
Who is really messing with a whale?
I don't
Like,
know.
let's be realistic because you got the killer whales out here killing the great white. Like, you have to look at the food chain. Ain't nobody really messing with a whale unless the whale die.
See, this is why we
It's
need
not
like
much.
this is why we need, Steve Irwin, R.I.P. to Steve Irwin. You know what I'm saying? Granted, he was out there with the crocodiles and all the other stuff, but I'm
Yeah.
saying he would have found the answer. He would have did it because he would have known. He would have told us about this 5 years ago because he was dedicated. That man did his job. He was a good man. He was a good man. Good
He was. I love this show,
man.
but
I
I
really
that's
did
more
too.
so
here or
sad
there.
about those little whales, though. I think, well, I mean, those big whales, excuse me. I just think, I think they're so cute. I think the animal
Mm,
life is so cute in the sea. I think that I don't know why that happened to them. I really hope that like they can get to the bottom of it. You know how
mm,
like online it's so many conspiracies and stuff like that. So like I just hope everybody holds their horses. Everybody can think what they want to think. Hopefully we really do get an answer and we really are able to free Willie because this is just not it is and for all the other sharks and whales and all the other fish in the sea, they really need to be careful. Okay, because it's
Well,
something out
lives matter.
and
Well,
they come
lives
yeah,
matter.
whale lives matter. They do.
Yeah, okay.
But on
You got
to who
anything
else
else for us,
lives
Mo?
matter.
Yeah.
Y'all stop it. Y'all stop it now.
Okay.
Now, on to who else lives matter. Have you guys heard about the state of emergency in Peru?
Girl,
They
what?
have it's going down in Peru. Now, I thought Burry Farms had some things going on down there in that neighborhood, but I tell you this much. In Peru, okay, I seen some graphic images.
Yeah,
Folks, my color, you know?
yeah. Slave trade was real, just like we was talking about in the last
Yeah,
episode. Slave trade
yeah.
was real. It was
For
everywhere.
real.
It's scary. It's really scary.
It's
But
so scary to know that like it's not just one country that's having like this issue going on. It's like several countries. Like can you guys like because we're in America, so we don't have to like worry about but so much when we go to sleep at night. Do you get what I'm saying? Because we're fairly safe here. Fairly.
fairly, fairly.
You'll get backdoor quicker here than you will. Yeah, fairly safe. Thank you. Do it
Yeah.
again. But what I'm saying is like to see what's going on in Ukraine and to see what's going on in Peru, you really
Yeah.
got to take a look into your own communities first because and look at all the violence going on here in the United States as well. So to
Yeah.
look at Peru, I don't even think that we're able to show that empathy like we should watching
Understood.
some of these things when we're saying it on the media.
Right, because it seems like we're so disconnected from it. And then you watch the news and I'm like, damn, but then you realize that it's little kids that grew up like this and it was nothing for them like to for somebody to have a bomb and blow up something and everything like that. Like September 11th made us all think like, oh my God, that right there was
I
like, I'm
mean,
like,
that just showed us that we weren't untouchable. September
exactly.
11th basically just showed us that we're not untouchable as we think.
Yeah.
And just to tap in on y'all empathy, the problem is it's not that we don't know about it, is we're sheltered from it. Most of these places keep you out. They control the media. They show what they want to show. Like I believe it was the Burmese people, if I'm not mistaken. They're having their own issues, but of course the attention isn't being brought to it because their government controls the internet. So we can't, give empathy when we don't know about it. You got to think about all the civil wars that go on within other nations. I mean, at the end of the day, the entire world is in a day of crisis, in
Right.
an emergency situation, like whether it's with us Americans fighting Americans and black versus white, purple versus green, and all that other wild shit. Like it's crazy out here. The world needs a big hug.
Definitely does. Definitely
But
does.
since we can't hug the world,
You about to get a
who
drink?
drinks to that?
I'm about to
I'm
refill
be
my
out
cup.
my damn right. I'm gonna have to refill soon.
I'm trying.
Who drinks to that? And shout out to the world.
Yeah, we
Power
gotta
to the
we
people.
gotta do better.
Yeah.
We
You got
gotta
anything
we
else
gotta do
for us,
better.
Mo?
No, I think that's about all I have right now.
Yeah,
We're just gonna
well,
drink to that. And we're just gonna honestly, I just say like stay tuned because like you said, Tay, it's so much stuff going on that you really gotta keep up to date. Like if it ain't Peru, they at the border. If they ain't at the border, they at
yeah,
Ukraine. If they ain't at Ukraine, they at some other countries that I just won't even specify because I don't want the folks coming after me. Okay? So
that
we're just gonna
there.
leave it like that.
Exactly.
That part. But speaking of um people fighting people, um the lady that was a founder, a co-founder of the Black Lives Matter movement, her cousin was recently tased and killed in
Yeah,
California by LA, I guess is what is LAPD.
I believe so. I believe so.
LAPD
And
done did it again.
yeah,
Yes.
he's a 31-year-old teacher.
And he was teaching here in DC. Again, everyone, if we don't know where you all are tuning in from, but we record here in the DMV, and that is for DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And he was a teacher for, I think, the 10th grade class in DC. And he was killed. And like I saw the recording, they had the body camera, and you hear him saying, "They trying to George Floyd me, they trying to George Floyd me." And so as he's saying it, and you see that the officer, they tell him stop resisting, all this other stuff. The other officer's knee is in his throat, like it's really, it's extremely bad. It's extremely bad.
It's sickening.
Like they don't care. They don't care, and they're gonna keep doing this over and
The
over.
trend.
There's gonna be how many
It's the
protests or anything
trend.
else. Yep, and it's like they don't. It's their Black Lives Matter really does mean something. It's unfortunate that they did these wild things with the money and that it didn't really go and support people like it was supposed to. There's certain people and organizations that went outside them and did something, but Black Lives Matter, Brown Lives, first of all, we all know that all lives matter. We all are aware of that. That's never been a problem, but people really do not care for the Black and brown people. Like we get it the worst, the absolute worst. And it's
And I
sad to
think
see
that
that.
after like watching, someone close to me get killed by law enforcement, it really opened my eyes up more because I mean, I've for years, even before I knew people who got killed by the police and stuff like that,
Yeah,
you watch something, it's almost unrealistic. You get what I'm saying? And
yeah.
then I remember in Lil Baby's song, he was like, and it can happen to your people. But when it happens to your
Mhm,
people for real, I'm trying to tell you, it's a
mhm.
terrible feeling that it's almost a PTSD. It's almost like a disease within the black community. When we see police, we tense up, not even because, yeah, you don't know what may happen.
Exactly. You really
You don't
don't.
know
Yeah.
like most of the times they're not there because they're there to give you a piece of candy. That's
Yeah,
not what they're coming for. They're
you're
coming to whoop
absolutely.
Yeah.
your ass.
But you know what I've noticed though? So there also in Idaho, there's a suspect who went and killed a group of college students. Now, this happened back in, I believe, November. Now, this is still making the news. Now it is January. Now they're just still releasing more information and everything. But when this just happened to what was it, Keenan Anderson from, the Black Lives Matter founder's cousin, when this just happened to him, I see the way they put that out there and took that away real quick. Like they put it out and they took it away real quick. But for these, I mean, it still is unfortunate that these five, I believe it was five students that they were murdered. Is that wasn't fair. That's not right. It's unfortunate they lost their lives. But we will hear about this ethnicity, the Caucasian students. We will hear more about that. And that happened a while ago. And they found the suspect now. And they still talking, still got more stuff to add. The other I saw that they said they're now telling his whereabouts. So they took him a little while to find him. They're talking about, yeah, that he did this and he went ahead and he traveled home for the holidays to go and spend the holidays with his family before he was arrested.
So
And
hold
I'm
on, this
thinking,
is after he did the murders. Now he's
yes.
traveling, he's a traveling murderer.
Yeah, 'cause they couldn't find him. They couldn't find him at the time. But now this is extra information that they're going out there to see. My point in bringing this up is the fact that this happened to these, again, this is very unfortunate what happened to these students. These students were killed in 2022, right? At the tail end. But you
Right.
had this young man who was just killed like what, last week or the week before, and they try not to talk about
It's like last week.
it. So
I
even
mean,
by the
everything that
time
happens to us gets swept under the rug.
and that's the thing, and people want to know why people stand up for Black Lives Matter. This is why, because I'm still hearing about these things. I still don't know everything about these college students. They're still doing interviews with the parents and everything, and I'm like, damn,
But let
we,
it
we
would have
don't
been
do
a
nothing.
black student, or not even like that. I'm just saying, when it does come down to our people, ain't nobody trying to do no interviews. Nobody's trying to get to the root of nothing. It's like
Yeah,
when it's our people, it's like they're talking in circles like we're ignorant or something. And we're sitting there addressing the issue at hand, and they still be trying to spin us. And I don't know why this continues to happen. I don't know why this is a trend. I don't know what
it's
solution
probably it just seems like
could
normalcy.
other than keep fighting, you know?
Yeah, but you know what? Like, I'll be honest with the pandemic. Put it like this: I won't necessarily blame it all on the pandemic, but I will say that the spike in violence and the more erratic violence that we're seeing, it's getting out of control. Um, they now have it that domestic violence has increased by 8%. Now, this is not right. This is not fair. I think it got really bad at the beginning of the pandemic because people had to stay in the house with their families and their
And it's
kids and
so
everything.
heavy together. And I mean, these folks probably were not spending that much time together. And next thing you know, boom, boom, it's
Then they
Krayshawn
forced,
and Blueface all over again.
yeah. I remember when my daughter was going back to school when they started doing virtual school, that was like what, fall 2020, and they were doing virtual school, and they start having giving information to the children in class if they were getting abused at home to reach out to the teacher and send messages. And I'm like, dang. And I'm thinking like, why did they do
Yeah,
that? I'm like,
because at one point it was the kids getting abused more than adults because parents don't, well, not all parents, but some parents don't know how to parent their kid and they depend on that what we're in school for about what 6 7 hours a day. They depend on
every
that
time.
break. And my thing is, I get it. They can be annoying, but
Yes.
there's no rhyme or reason to
No.
abuse somebody. Entertain them. Obviously, they're bored, so find something. And it could be something simple. I get it. We all don't have money to take our kids all these expensive ass places. Take them outside. Take them to the park. Let them tire themselves
Exactly.
out. And even
Exactly.
if it's cold outside, they still want to go to the park. They still go to recess at school.
Exactly.
The
And we
park is
used to be so
inexpensive. Chalk is inexpensive. Bubbles
exactly.
is inexpensive.
Double
You-
puzzles.
Yes.
Puzzles, coloring books, books.
Yes. it was a scary
All
time,
else
but
fails, you play you some kickball or some
exactly.
Or go
dodgeball,
to the
or you
library.
tie
I
that
mean,
rope
there's
to that
so
crate.
many different things you
Yeah.
can do that are free.
I used to have dance parties with my kids because when the pandemic first started, I think my son just turned 2. You know what it was like having a child that was 2 who is going through everything. And I had a job where was then working remotely, and I have this baby needing me, needing diaper change. It was wild. But you know what? We had a little dance party, so I'm like, oh, we dancing to all the hits. When I tell you, my son is 4 now. He will sing "Wipe Me Down." He will do it. He knows shoulders, chest, and shoes. He know. And he gonna get right through it every time. I'm dead serious. He's still up now for whatever reason. I should tell him to come out here now and perform. But yes, like I'm like, there's other ways to channel energy, and I'm gonna tire you out. We are going to jump. I got my kids trampolines, little personal ones, because and they weren't expensive because they got on Amazon. They got the used ones where you can go ahead and get it for the low ski. You know what I'm saying? Shameless plug. But yes, I'm like, I went and these kids, oh, y'all gonna make yourselves tired, okay? And y'all
Mhm.
gonna fall out. My son fell asleep on the trampoline. I said, thank you. I did it. Thank you. Because
Put the
it was a
link
bad
below
day.
for the rest of our viewers because I think that
Okay.
they would like that for their children as well. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
yes, definitely will, definitely will. But let's move on to something like, lighthearted. What you got for us, Tay?
Well, I know y'all see the first. Everybody
Oh,
got on their first.
y'all know what the fuck
But
going on.
so I know right now everybody is talking about BMF because I ain't gonna hold you. I had to rewatch the first one because I kind of fell asleep. But upon rewatching it, Lamar, he's alive and on the loose.
Yeah.
And I'm to me that is very alarming because they had him under a fake alias. He escaped from the hospital. Mind
Yeah.
you, if you haven't watched BMF, I'm sorry, but you got to keep up with the time. But
Spoiler
he,
alert.
right, but he ran from the hospital, choked the man out in the hospital. My man has a whole, he's still not even sewn up all the way, but whatever.
Leaking,
And now
leaking.
that puts Meech and Terry, their family, in danger. It's a lot. It was a lot to unpack the first episode. And then the second episode, when Lamar's cousin picked him up in the hearse. If I don't know if anybody paid attention to that, I
Yeah,
thought that was very interesting as well because they have all of these checkpoints. And if you
yeah,
picking somebody up in a hearse, they're not per se going to check that because they want to respect the dead's privacy.
yeah.
So it's definitely going to be interesting. And another thing that happened on BMF, these geniuses put the work in the damn milk can.
Yo,
I almost lost it when I seen the mother making the baby a
yes.
damn bottle.
Oh
I
my
said,
God.
You're like,
Lord,
oh my God,
Luteri.
please no.
Yeah, he was
And
like,
she
mama,
was
mama, mama.
dumping it. Like, no, I don't think you understand. She scoops
Yes.
of
It
work
was
going
a
in the bottle,
hefty
thinking
scoop.
it's
A
formula.
hefty scoop.
And I'm
Woo.
like, and you know, them little scoopers, they dive deep.
Yeah, they
I
are.
said, Lord, Lord Terry about to be turned up.
Forever.
When
Yeah.
I say I almost lost it, my mouth dropped. I said, no way.
Like who
No
writes for them?
way.
Like they need a medal.
Exactly. And I want to know, was that really true? Because I could see that happening. I could see that happening. I
I
would,
mean, well, he needed to get the work across, and by him having the
yeah,
driving company, it poses at the front. They see the baby in the back. I mean, he
yeah,
saved
they're
his
not checking
brother.
for
I'm
you.
not really right. They're not really checking much, but I'm not really feeling how Meech was carrying Terry, and he basically saved his ass because your
He
man would
did.
have got bagged with what it was 4 bricks.
Yeah. Yeah.
That ain't no slight
He'd have been
work to
done.
bounce back
At
from, and
all.
then you already got the other dude that told you if you don't have his money on time, he's gonna
Yo.
make an example out of you, and he's not kidding. I'm not
Yeah, and
kidding.
we've seen other movies and shows like this before. When you
Yes.
don't have that fool's money, what happens? Oh, you
Yeah, you
seen
did.
Friday. Stop
Yeah,
playing.
that's right.
Drive guy.
You don't
Better
have
stop.
you don't
Okay.
have my butt or my money. Okay. My bad.
Yeah.
Hey him. Cause you're playing with my emotions.
They were.
No,
Oh
that's
Yeah.
how it's supposed
God.
to be on this show, though. Keep playing around.
Yeah. Was it?
Pretty
You fuck
much.
around, you
I
find out,
mean,
and that's what's
pretty
gonna
much.
happen.
I don't. I mean, from the little snippet I saw for next Friday, well, this Friday coming up or whatever, it seemed like it was a lot to unpack, and I hope they're not jamming all of that drama into one episode because it seemed like it was going to be a lot next week. Um, yeah, so I can't wait. I'm definitely on the edge of my seat because I also want to see how the cop is gonna play his role,
Yeah.
and he's putting the press on Meech's right hand man.
Yeah.
What was
Mickey.
it? B Mickey, B
Yep.
Mickey,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt like B Mickey was trying to dial back and scale back his role because he's like,
Yeah.
look, so and so, you know what I'm saying, watching me, but he can't say that he's watching me, so he was trying to dial back his role, only for Meech to say, "You my right hand now."
Yeah. You
Now
family.
they got to
That's all
answer to
right.
you,
I'm
but
like,
so
I'm like,
it's
oh,
about to get
you're gonna kill him.
real. It's about to get real good, real spicy. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yes,
But let's.
you sound super excited. You got me about to like
I mean, it's a good
really
show.
get
I
into
mean, me
it. 'Cause I mean, I
personally,
watch it from time to time, but like you're ready for it to come back on. You gonna be at the damn TV on Friday waiting for it to come on.
pretty much.
I ain't even
Cause
Yeah.
gonna
I
lie
mean,
to
it's
you.
just it's
Yes.
interesting. Because after watching like the documentaries and stuff about it, they weren't a bad group.
No, they weren't.
They were
They
not
was
a
like
bad group.
that.
I mean, I'm not
It was.
promoting drugs and all that stuff. Say no to drugs, kids.
Yes. And
But
don't sell drugs either.
right,
Don't.
don't do it. Don't you do it. But
That's
it's
right.
the
You keep scaring me. Oh my God. Go back in there. I'm sorry. Yo. Oh my God. This the third time. I
That's
gave
what
you
happened.
melatonin. Why are you here? Have a good night. I'm sorry. All right. Love you. Love you.
I am crying.
yeah,
Ah.
see him.
No, I didn't. Scare me again and see what happened.
Look, the life of a podcaster and a mother.
Yes. No, I did not see him because I was
I
laughing
seen him
and
walk right on past.
I
I thought
had
you.
my so I was moving my phone with my notes, right? I was moving my phone with my notes, so I had just got it positioned correctly, and I had scrolled up a little too far, and then then he cleared his throat. When he cleared his throat, I'm like, yo,
You thought it was like an intruder?
I don't know how because you know what? And I'm sitting in front of my glass sliding door, and I'm sitting near my front door, so I don't know if
I
somebody
mean,
had
that's
came
a
out,
lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. I
but
get
I
it.
could see the entrances. Done, man.
It's okay. It's okay. So
Hey,
moving forward now, without any further
I'm so
interruptions,
sorry.
this guy on Locked Up After Love
I love
with
up the
the
lock.
$500 Love After Locked Up, whatever it may be, my man ran up a tab.
Girl, that went
I
viral.
like that show.
I
Did you?
haven't had a chance to watch it, but
Look,
him
I like
running
any
up the
show where
tab
the
and
people
acting
are
like he was
finding
gonna
love.
pay for it.
I understand that part of liking that and finding the love and
I like
everything. You get
people
it.
finding love. It makes me feel good. But honestly, like, you know, okay, like some of these stories start off real special, okay? It's people that like some people haven't seen each other and then they
Yeah.
see each other later on. They meet, then they write letters to each other.
Yeah.
But the relationships that they develop be so deep. I be thinking, is something wrong with me? Like, how do y'all do this? How do you love her like that with just a letter?
I'm
Then
guessing
these
just
then these Bamas come home, okay, and sometimes it's women that be locked up too, not just men.
I have seen those.
Okay,
Okay.
oh, one episode, the lady, okay, she girl, she pimped a man out for all his money. He was
Was
sending
it
her
the
like
white girl? The white
twenty
girl?
thousand dollars a year. When she came home from jail, she married him and divorced him and took the money.
Well, cheers to her securing the bag. Shit.
By any and all
That's
means.
all I can say. That's all I can say. But speaking of men, so quick question, ladies. I
Yeah.
seen this on, it was on the internet or whatever. So if
Um,
it's girls' night and you invite your man to girls' night, the question was, if you invite your man to girls'
If I
night,
invite
can
who?
we?
If I
If
invite
you
who?
invite,
her answer about to be
What am,
wild. I
what am
just
I
said,
inviting? What is this? What is this man you speak of? Do they buy? I can get it on Amazon. Can you put the link below, please? Put the link for the man below so I can see it because they were out of stock last time I checked.
I mean,
And the color
not to
black.
switch gears, but we have been asking God for a new set of men. That has been trending. That has.
for a long time. A long time.
It has. It has. But back to the question. It says, if you invite your man to girls' night, can we fuck him too? And I'm like,
I already did that before, nasty bitches. Okay, that nasty bitch. That's why I ain't got no man now. That bitch got my man. I ain't got no man. He got her. I ain't got nothing. I ain't even got the rose no more. Oh hell no! It's
Oh
a
my
trick
god.
question. Don't want
Oh
to answer it. You can keep it. Keep it.
my
You can keep that and the man.
well, okay, all right. I
um,
mean,
if somebody said that to me, I'm gonna take it that you like the way I talk about them. And then depending on what I said, that's why you can't give too many people too much details about about how he do that little thing you like. Because then all of a sudden they want to find out that you do. But it's wild. But if you ask me something like that, I'm gonna say that you've been trying to smash and you've been needing a reason. So now you want to justify it that way. And I'm like, that's really wild. But I did see that trending on the internet. But I did also notice that they didn't have a one where guys, they was responding to it and everything. Like, how I would be, what was it, like after round three, or like I gave everything to, no, it was um after sleeping with her friends and then find out that you got the girl who got the worst box. Now that was hilarious. But then I did notice that, the guys, they might pick up a trend and do the alternate version. Ain't nobody do that. Ain't nobody do because you know what they like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. But yeah.
I just feel like that was a dumbass question because there's no way that, like, if I brought him, I brought him. Like, and then 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna bring him because he's already gonna be like, I'm not going to that shit.
Exactly.
So like that question to me, it was just funny, and it was like, wait, what?
Yeah. It's
And
funny
if
how
you, I just feel like
Hold
if
on.
you ask,
Nothing's funny about the situation that I was in.
you're right. You're absolutely right.
don't say that. Don't say that to me, because guess what? You not gonna see me or him. You not gonna actually even know me no more because it's just
But not
best.
even that. I mean, I just feel like now you had an ulterior motive. Like,
Exactly.
what are we
And then
really
you thought
doing
I was gonna
here?
fall for that? You thought I was going to fall for that? That ain't even the vibes.
Keep it.
Anyway,
But
but thank
anyway,
you.
guys. So moving along,
Moving
okay.
forward.
So, baby, it's cold outside. What do y'all ladies do to keep it spicy?
Wear my motherfucking fur. So, no, I'm just playing.
Ah, me too.
Or y'all can just invest in a good old Sherpa Moo.
Listen.
And guess what it has? It has pockets.
True. Now, let's see. I don't know. I've
Not
been
not to cut you off, Di,
pretty good.
but just to plug this Moo in. It's very soft. I got it from Amazon, but I will say this might be the most expensive Moo I own. This luxury piece was $100.
Oh,
You got on $100 moo.
oh, you gotta stand up. We
Just
gotta
keep
see this
going.
$100. We gotta see the $100 movement. Stand up.
Please stay out of her DM. Do not get in her DM for shit. Y'all thought y'all was slick. She's wearing $100 moo.
She
I mean,
not one
it's
of them.
nice. It's nice. It is. It got long sleeves, like I said. Has
What is
pockets.
that? Like 15 threads? Count threads?
I thought it was what 130,
Yeah.
1,000.
But yeah, this one was on heavy on the price tag. So you know
Okay.
that's how we keep it spicy. Keep me warm. It
But
does get a little hot.
Yeah, I
mhm.
love it.
I like
Okay,
to
so I kept it spicy lately. I started with some spicy wings and blue cheese. And then, well,
from wings to love. Yes, go ahead, girl.
so
Yes.
now I recently went on a date and I kept things
Mhm.
spicy. And I surprised my date by being in a king size bed. And I
Oh,
should have had a moo on, but instead I had on my t-shirt on. I had it on. And I tried to keep it spicy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just want to surprise somebody,
yeah.
make it a little romantic. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep it spicy so you keep the man, the one that this was not out of stock. This was stock. Only available for me. But okay, yeah, that's how I kept it spicy for him. So
I
starting.
there from wings room. Listen, listen.
Hey,
Sound like love to me. Sound like a great night. But let me be serious.
okay.
I'm really not putting. I just want to be very clear. I am not pulling out this fur to go ahead and you know commence an adult activity. No, I just go. It just really like I just try like right now like what I'm getting like with this nice little line right here with the little cleavage like this like just try to do this and then like I just like look and look in his eyes and just talk to him and everything. And then like you sit there, you talk, you look, talk to him and pay attention or whatever, start rubbing your legs and everything. And then they just be looking at you like, huh? Whew. You be looking like, yeah, yeah. It'd be a move. It'd be a move. Anywho,
That's how it
wow.
was before I ate them wings.
Hey. Well, let's talk. This is it's gonna be an odd transition, but it's really not that bad, and this will actually make sense. This is about the Martin Luther King statue, the new statue. This statue is the most disrespectful and sexual thing I have ever seen in a statue form for MLK. I'm sorry, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I saw a flyer. You all might have seen it as well going around talking about the Casamigos. He was hosting a party. They had his face on a flyer. This party was held, I believe, on the 15th or 14th. He got some lines in it. He got a king hat on. Okay, he got the crown, like the crown that they had a Bird King. He had that on, and he got bottles of Casamigos in his hand. And I'm like, who said that this is what he wanted?
I'm
This is
over here
not
about to
how.
fall out, die. Please
But
stop.
then I seen another
Did he
one.
have a dream like that?
Girl,
Was
I
that
don't
his
know if you
dream?
got a crown like that.
Because
Yo,
he went to the
listen.
mountaintop. Did he come back with that stuff when he went to the mountaintop?
Granted, I was going to say he didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on him, but I believe that was Malcolm X. That was not him. But the point is that he can't keep getting disrespected like this. That monument right there, they need to just go ahead and take that down and send it over. There is a museum. There's a very, very nice erotic. It's called the Erotic Heritage Museum. It is in Las Vegas. They need to take that and put it there where it has a lot of sexual wow things in there. They need to put that there because, like, have y'all seen it? Have y'all seen the statue?
I've seen it and it looks terrible. I mean, it's very disappointing. Um,
It's yes,
it's terrible.
yeah. At all time, like I don't know what part of them said this is everything. This is what he committed his life to. It's not saying none of that. And I saw, and the person who made this, it was a black artiste. So I saw a picture of how it looked and how they showed it. Um, I saw a picture of how it looked and how it was supposed to be. And like I saw the smaller version of it. That don't look nothing like what they have here. I'm like, they should have just took that and took that down to DC and put that in the National African American Museum. They could have put that in there, that smaller one, because honestly, to spend $10 million on that was trash. They could have just went ahead and did a statue of how they actually looked out there. But here we go.
Pretty
Anyway,
much.
That is so ghetto. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah.
We're gonna have to take another drink for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and his
I want
statue.
to my cup.
She had to run for that because that is very disrespectful. How dare they play with him like that?
Pretty much. I mean, we supposed to be honoring this man for all the changes that he's made, and we over here making flyers. This is one of the reasons why we can never prosper.
Never.
As a
But
people.
oh, is that a Capriccio?
Yes, it is.
For
Oh,
Dr.
we
King.
choosing violence.
Yes, this is Capriccio.
Non-violent, non-violent.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I drink it out of everything. Wait a minute. Oh, well,
All right.
they already had him outside the club holding Casamigos bottle. So this is ridiculous.
So Tay, what you got for Mike this week, girl?
Well, I did say I was gonna turn it up a little bit,
Oh
but
yeah.
Turn
I
up.
So we can go ahead and get into this ex Mike situation. How are you doing, Mike? Well, this is surprising. I see someone is practicing self-care today. So how are you feeling today, my guy?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Today's, MLK Day, so it doesn't get any better than that. So might I ask, what type of facial remedy are you practicing today?
I don't know. My mom gave it to me. I got 15 minutes more, a little more left with it on. So you know what I'm saying? So I'm just,
Is it for moisturizing purposes or?
I don't know what it does.
Oh Lord,
I just asked my mom, could I have it? And she said, yeah.
it's okay. I love the self care. We need more men to practice self care
I'm gonna be
and to
glowing.
take. Oh my God, not glowing. But moving forward, so today's question is, what is one of your biggest turnoffs?
Ooh, that's a good one. A loud woman. I don't like
You
loud.
said a loud woman.
Yeah, loud women. I don't like being loud. I like my space. Um, Yeah, so I don't really like a loud woman like really like yelling and stuff and making causing ruckus. Um, I don't like ratchet. Ratchet is not good for me. Because it makes me uncomfortable. That's why I'm burning.
Well, we need to get you some sage. Is it sage? I mean, I know it's sage, but what type of incense you got? Because we need to get all those bad spirits away from
I
you.
think this is baby powder.
Okay.
It smells wonderful. It
I
smells
know it does smell
my place for a while.
wonderful.
I gotta keep fixing my mask. This is my first time wearing it. I don't know if it's
Well,
working.
you're supposed to be laying back, relaxed. I see you got the lights
Oh,
off. You
that's
got the
why it's
mood
not
set.
good. I look like I got
Yes.
one of them Sting masks on from back in the day. But no, just
Oh Lord.
I mean, and it's not trustworthy. I mean, I got a couple things, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I got a couple things. It's not trustworthy, loud, obnoxious. Um, you just gotta be, you know what I'm saying? It's a place for all that, you know what I mean? So
Right, there's a time and place for everything. But clearly the number one thing on your list is a loud woman.
yes, I
And
got 12 minutes
I
and
can agree
39
with that.
seconds, ladies. How do y'all do this?
It's okay.
The stuff
It's
y'all go
okay.
through to look pretty. We don't give a fuck about y'all doing this shit. Just look
Well,
at
now
me.
you
This look
see,
ridiculous.
it's not ridiculous. You're practicing self-care. So
This don't
there's
make
a
me feel
positive
better.
side of it. Oh God.
It doesn't make me
Well,
feel.
your skin is gonna thank you later. It'll pay off in the long run.
When the moo-moos come,
It
this come with moo-moos.
does come with moo Actually, wearing the face mask and the moo is actually like a combination type thing. I do it as well. I have a green face mask that I put on, and I look like the damn mask from the Jim Carrey movie, but we're gonna skip over that.
I got 12 minutes left.
I was about to say, you look like you're having a lot of technical difficulties over there.
I think that I did pretty good. It's not gonna do anything for my beard, is it?
If it's not moisturizing, no.
I don't know what it is. I have to look at the packet. I know it makes my feel. It's like, ooh, it's smooth. Ooh, you got any more?
Okay.
You got more Ask Mike question?
No,
Come
that's
on,
it for you today.
this is 2 weeks of weakness.
2 weeks of weakness.
People want spice when I'm on the show.
Well,
I'm only
excuse
on the show for the
me.
spice, so you can ask me questions that I'm comfortable with.
I mean, I didn't want to ask you, do you, I didn't want to take it too left. It is MLK,
I want to give a shout out to all my people out there with masks on. You know what I'm saying? We in the Moo Moo movement. I want to give all the shout out to all the people in the Moo Moo movement if this segment's over, because I'm only on here for a couple of minutes. They use me for a couple of minutes. I don't know why.
And so we appreciate you in your couple minutes. You really give us a lot of insight. Like when we were talking earlier this week, when you posed the question about lingerie and moo that was a very good topic. And the other topic that you brought up, marriage
I gotta hold my head
within a certain time frame. Yeah, I see you look like you're struggling. I think we might need to go ahead and let you go there so you can get your full self-care relax on.
Yes. Moo Moo Nation. Shout out to all the Moo Moos out there. All my Moo Moo ladies, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the F.A.C.T.S crew. Yeah, man. Moo Moos.
Well, we appreciate you for taking the time to join us this week.
Thank you. Next week I'm gonna have hair.
Oh God. Okay, so what do you want, this chia pet move? Like, what's going on?
You said self-care. If it make me feel good, what does it matter?
You're absolutely right. So I take back my comment.
I'm gonna be like Fetty Wap in March.
We're not. But if you do it, I like it. I love it. I'm here to support.
I'm gonna be like Kevin the Bando. Nah, I'm not doing that far. He's got a liposuction. I ain't doing that. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, that's a little wild. That was a little wild.
Segment ain't going really long. You gotta go. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Well, I was not expecting him to come out with that mask on.
Oh my gosh, did you see him?
Yeah, and then when he asking for tips, like, hold on.
Hey, self-care Mondays, baby.
Yeah,
I support it. Self-care Mondays.
And men need it just like with everyone. Let's not even put it down as every gender needs it, because whether that's clipping your nails and clipping your nails, keeping yourself together, just keeping yourself maintained, stuff that makes you feel good for you. It's definitely also necessary.
Hey ladies, I just wanted to add in that you can't smoke with this mask on. It's like, can you keep hitting the spot where the mouth's supposed to be
at?
Well, we knew that, but
it's okay. Glad. There's a first time for everything. So
yeah,
it's a
fun fact.
It's a learning curve. It's a learning curve. It's
okay. And I almost want to say, turn your camera back on so we can make sure that you're not ablaze. We want to see.
No, I'm good. I'm feeling sexy already. I'm feeling sexy.
If you need us, we're here for you.
Wow.
We can give you more self-care tips,
Yeah. Yep.
No.
I just need to not be fat. That's it.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord. We are not body shaming on here.
Exactly.
Love the skin. Love
my goddamn self. Once I'm not
love the skin.
It's over for you losers. All you losing men.
We are going to talk kind to ourselves. We are going, because look, I realize the negative energy and the negative things that you say about yourself, they come back around to you. They come back in your mind and everything, and it takes over you. And you're better than that, Michael. You're better than that.
Way better than that. We believe in you. You can do this.
Exactly. And we didn't have one negative thing to say. I know all of us, and I know we all got one loaded in the back, but we ain't had nothing negative to say.
Man, we definitely got a few in the chamber, but
on that note,
look, I watched Joel Osteen, and he said it's a shift coming, financially, health-wise, mentally, and spiritually.
Amen.
So we're going forward, positive and happy thoughts. and
Yes.
self-care Mondays.
That's
Because I
right.
think now, instead of doing self-care Sundays or self-care Saturdays, I like self-care Monday. It starts your week off right.
I
It
like
does.
that.
I like that.
Well, on that note, go ahead, Mo. Get
All
us
right,
out of here.
y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Season 2. You already know what it do. We back better than before.
Better than
Tune in
ever.
next week. And what's that?
See y'all.
Yep.